right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give
get
a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay.
You can bring
Is that
a
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want?
I got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give
get
a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay.
I'm not a stalker, but I got pictures of you. And I'm gonna get you. Threaten, harass, bother, threaten, harass, bother. Right, Charles Perry? That's your expert, that's your thing. You do it all fucking day, every day, all day long. I moved twice to get away from him. Look at what this says. She moved to get away from this bitch. He's bothering her. Charles, you're bothering me. And, so I moved to get away from you. Normal guys, move on when rejected. There's nothing wrong with, you say, yeah, you're not somebody I'd be interested in having any kind of relationship with. There's a lot of different kinds of relationships. There's business, there's personal, there's friends, there's, and then there's romantic. I don't want any of it. I moved twice. I went to a lot of trouble, Mr. Perry, to get away from you. And to cut off all ties, not have to deal with all your drama, and all your problems, and all your harassment, and all your threats. And, nobody has caught your crime like I have because you won't leave me alone. When you bother me, you guys get told on, you get caught, we find out stuff nobody else has gotten from inside your criminal organization. Because this is a lot more than just stalking, right? It's really not about a romance, right? It's about, you got a criminal organization, a big old, RICO Act violating something. And, you like exploiting women and kids, making a lot of money off of them, their bodies, they're using their house, their body, their stuff. And, you make you're raking it in while you starve them to death. You're a sex sadist, aren't you? You want to cover all that up? Here's the thing, genius. You fucking hillbilly. You don't prove that you're not stalking by taking pictures of the victim. You don't be the hero and the villain. You don't create problems for somebody thinking, oh, they'll call me, and then I'll fix it, and then I'm the hero. You are something with that. So that's the latest threat of Mr. Perry. I'm going to make you homeless. I'm going to starve you into a lie. You're going to do what I say, or else I'm going to get you. Threat has been duly noted for the record over and over and over. Get some help with that Alzheimer's, sir. I never repeat myself. Do you understand? I've been in... Listen, y'all act like I didn't have a life before I met you. I am 53, not 12, not 20. I had a good life. I had a fun life. Mr. Perry made it unfun. He likes to make a problem. A lot of stalkers do that. A lot of stalkers do that. They'll make problems, and then you think you'll go crying to them to fix it. And then, oh, now I'm a hero. You can't be the hero and the villain. Heroes fix problems. That's that. That's it. That's all they do. They don't create them and then hope they can fix it and then pretend they're, oh, yeah, I do. Oh, look at me. You're something else. So, I'm going around doing my life, normal things normal people do, just going to work. Mr. Perry gets pictures of me, just like this guy said. You mean I got pictures? You want me to show you the pictures? Wow. I got pictures of you, but I'm not stalking you. You live in Texas, Lubbock, Texas, where they thought, the Civil War was won by Joe Biden. It wasn't. It was a war that ended slavery, sir. It is illegal to buy and sell people in this country. It is illegal to peep. It is illegal to stalk. It is illegal to hack. And it is illegal to exploit women and children. What opened this case up against you, sir, was deprivation of basic human rights and needs. You treat a dog better than you treat women and kids. I'm sorry that your mom sucked. Not my problem. And you're bothering everybody else with that. It is your problem. You have money, go see a doctor. Don't bother other people with your personal family bullshit. Do you understand? We're all sick of dealing with it. We're all sick of dealing with it. When we quote you, sir, that's one reason. Everybody's sick of you. You keep your fucking problems to yourself, and you don't bother other people with it. Get some class. Get out of your trailer park, your Jerry Springer show, get some dignity. Don't you want to be a dignitary? act like one. And get some class, and don't fucking bother me with your mother issues ever again. Get out of my wallet. Get out of it. I'm gonna starve you into a lie. I'm gonna false arrest you and make you sign this letter I wrote. We're gonna prove we're not stalking by getting a bunch of pictures of her everywhere she goes. Just have a call over there to Broken Arrow and have them call their buddies and order DoorDash with their doorbell camera and get a picture of her. And we'll prove we're not stalking with all these pictures. Right? That's hillbilly. That's how y'all think, though. We hear it. We hear y'all talking. You got cops all over you. Leaks and wiretap orders up the yin-yang. And it's sealed, because you're dangerous. I moved twice. I went to a lot of trouble, sir, to get away from you, cut off all ties, and not have to deal with your fucked up problems. And you're bothering me with it, and I don't like it. If I cannot meet a legal obligation, sir, it is your fault. You're the cause. You caused a problem, thinking I'll call you, and then you'll come in and swoop down and be the hero and fix it, and it is not going to happen that way. When I'm quoting you every fucking day, last night y'all are discussing, what's she going to do? We finally got her homeless. We carried out that threat we made forever. She won't take the yellow brick road. That's your hero, whatever. You know, we made a problem, now we'll try to pretend we're the heroes. If we did a search up of Yellow Brick Road, of all the recordings they have of y'all talking about that, how many do you think there will be? Huh? 42 of hunkers down. We can't let her get a hotel. She'll hunker down and she won't go out and about and let us stalk her. And get pictures to prove we're stalking her. We're a bunch of hillbillies. By God, we're gonna prove we're not stalking her by getting pictures of her everywhere she goes. And we're just like, oh my God, wow. It is so easy, it is not even fair. So, I mean, last night, she's homeless now. What's she going to do when it gets cold? Go to the homeless shelter? What's she going to... It's, you know, by then, Mr. Perry may be in prison, and I'll have all my money back, and it won't matter. Why are you worried about it? Butt out. Mind your own business. Help or get out of my way. If you want help, then fucking help. Don't sit around in the back room and talk about, what about this, and worry about... You know, there's some of y'all that do that. We'll worry about it. But then you don't do fucking thing to fix it. Fix it. Step up. Or shut up and mind your own business and go do something else. Because really all you're doing is pissing us off. Some people are willing to go through temporary discomfort for a very big, huge, long-term goal of we are finally fucking safe now. We are finally fucking safe now. Mr. Perry, Criminal Calvin, Criminal Josh, Powell, Chadwick, Robertson. I am Cynthia Ortiz, Cynthia Hall Ortiz, Chief Hall's granddaughter. Nice to meet you. You're seeing things happen you've not seen before. When I'm raised in a home of 4 generations of police that believe that your job is to serve, relieve suffering caused by crime. Relieve it. To be able to tell your victims you are safe now. He can't hurt you again, ever. You hurt some people, Mr. Perry, deeply and badly long before I met you. Long before I met you. So there is one goal, and only one goal, and it is not a date with you, you fucked up sick son of a bitch. It is you're in jail, and we get to tell your victims you're safe now, and he won't hurt you again, and for that, I'm sleeping in my car. Do you understand? It is that important to me to have that goal met, and nobody's gotten closer to it than me. And you need to remember who it is you're talking to when you threatened to get me. Get a grip on reality. You act like you don't know what is being said to you. You act like you don't understand a word anybody says to you. If I'm quoting you every fucking day, and these guys are powerful enough to get me something like a Fabian puzzle while I'm illegally detained right up under your nose. What planet are you on that you can't, you know, you got some kind of disconnect that you think you're going to get away with this and you're not going to prison? Why are we doing all this? Just because we're bored? It is to kick your criminal ass like it has never been kicked before, because you are deep, dark, twisted, sick. You disturb everybody. You make everybody wildly uncomfortable. You hurt people in a way we will never get over. And no one has done more to stop it than me. And if it means I gotta sleep in my car, I'm happy to do that, sir. So that I can tell other people that you've hurt. Mike Neely, Lisa Neely, John Neely, Tristan and Dennis, my kids, and the other kids, you're safe now. He will never hurt you again. You won't have your life blow up again and again and again. Because this man has a sicko problem he has no control over. His mommy disappointed him. And he's using it as an excuse to fail, and I hope you don't do the same. I hope you choose a better path. Because I think you deserve to have a better path. And that's why I live and breathe and suffer, or whatever it is you want to put me through, thinking I'll call you and let you be a hero. Oh my gosh. If I beat the hell out of you, will it make you think straight? I mean, what? And that's a metaphor, Matt. I'm making a point. What will make you go fucking be normal? And leave everybody else alone with your strange old problems. All of you. All of you. Disgust us. Our shrink is like, he's got people helping him that have justified in their minds why it's okay they're doing what they're doing, and they know good and well it's not. But they have stooped, and they're justifying it in their heads, and there is no possible way that a person is mentally sane and stable that can sit around and hurt someone all fucking day. So, when I examine them, I will tell you what mental illness they have that would allow them to do that. Because it's not normal. You have sought me out after I moved twice to have no conflict. I didn't want to be a scandal. I didn't tell anybody but a few close friends. Until I'm in Oklahoma, I had already moved twice. I did not go to the media. I went to your manager. I'll sign an NDA if you'll leave me alone. I didn't ask for any money. Then I filed for a protective order. Then I went to the media. You're not going to kill me and get away with it. You're not going to do it. Everybody knows if something happens to me, you did it. You've threatened it. You've threatened it. We've heard, you know, the top 40 of your recordings is the one of, what do I do if she won't take the shot? You make sure she takes it. You make her think she'll die if she doesn't. The shot would have killed me, dead. Thankfully, I have police from somewhere else watching my ass, or I'd be dead. Right? You are going, you know, you got to disconnect. That you can't tell that if I'm quoting you every day and then get a Fabian puzzle to me, Mr. Perry, you're being stopped. You're going to jail. That's it. It's not if, it's when. They're working on another victim right now, and just letting you pile it up and pile it up and pile it up and pile it. That way there's no reason for appeals, and there's no deal for any of you. It's over. See you at trial. So, you do what you do. We're sure that you can live with the consequences, Mr. Perry. You need to tell yourself the truth. And for the record, everybody, again today, I'm gonna get you. Are you? We've been saying that you've threatened that for a long time. You've made threats, you've carried some of them out. It's a threat. Hacking, stalking, peeping, coercion, threatening, all of that is crime. Thank you for proving me out. I haven't had to do a thing. I just sit back and let you be you. You're pathetic. I left. I wanted to get away from all the drama of you. I did my job. I got you elected. That was supposed to be the end of it. You have drugged this on and on and on. But you give us more and more and more. We can't let her get a hotel. She hunkers down. Then we can't stalk her. We can't go around taking pictures of her everywhere she is to prove we're not stalking. Hillbilly, cover up. Oh, where you guys are. You know, it's so easy. It's not even fair. You sound just like this whack job, Charles. You don't even make sense. Everybody's sick of hearing you because you don't make sense. It's just like, oh, scratch fingernails on a chalkboard. This whack job. You got to repeat yourself all the time. Like he's fucking got Alzheimer's. We're like, yeah, we already said that. Yeah, we already caught you on that. You don't even make sense. You just sound wacky.
You can be in the whole fucking army. I don't give a fuck.
Does this make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that the
feel?
one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give
get
a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
a
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
Does this make you feel? You're filming my father.
Yeah, you're Prince Charming there, buddy. I don't know how she can keep her hands off you.
I don't. Stop stalking
Look at this. Here's Casablanca right here.
me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm leaving.
Just talk
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice to you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave
happened?
me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't.
About
Stop
Shrek.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm leaving.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice to you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't.
About
Stop
Shrek.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm leaving.
Just talk.
Anybody want to date with that bitch? Acting like that? Yep. Not sexy, not hot, is it? Charles, Dave, Josh, Joe, Matt, Calvin, Geppetto. See, we have Geppetto and Calvin's names because when I first said, after you offered me, okay, first we find out they drugged Mike Mealy because they're being investigated, and I knew Mike Mealy was drugged before anybody else said it. Wasn't on the docket yet. Second of all, then I start getting the death, the whole death threat, and we find that out. Then I get the bribe offer, to which I respond, I don't want your bribe money, that's illegal, and I don't want it. How about I slap you instead? Or, give back the money you've stolen from me for years, and get the fuck out. Okay? How about that? And, he didn't do it, so Geppetto, Calvin, we got your names. Yep, it's the criminal evidence gift that keeps on giving. He thinks it's like a fucking strip club and he's making it rain evidence. I don't, it's so easy, it's not even fair. They can't even control themselves with this. What, you gotta disconnect when I'm quoting you every day and they give me a puzzle in jail that's very specific to me. Mr. Perry, you're just the butt-in. You're just the wannabe butt-in, never the wanted one. You're just bothering everybody, bothering me. So, if they can do that, and then I tell you, you're going to jail, that's it. You got to disconnect. That you seem to not be able to grasp reality. Yeah. So, when you terrorize women like that, it makes people hate you. That's why we don't have a hard time getting information, and nobody will tell you a fucking thing, will they? How many calls have you made? Are you helping her? I need you to stop stopping my crime. Okay, are you helping her? Please stop stopping my crime. Is it you? Are you the one? Do you have who? I need you to stop stopping my crime. And we hear about it. They're looking to buy the recordings. They're not for sale. Oh, these must be military ecumenicals. They're the God and country. They're the only ones that do that. They don't want money. It's all about God and country for them. Maybe. Doesn't matter. Somebody's getting it done. That's all that matters to me. You need a go-to guy. Right? In every situation, don't you want a go-to guy? Yep, that's what these guys are. You can count on them. They'll get it done. They'll get it done, and they'll get it done right. And they have, and they will. And you got to disconnect it. You act like you don't understand what that means. I quoted you. You better worry. Unless you said something good that we liked. So, this guy is not sexy. He's not, he's no fucking Tom Cruise or, Shia LaBeouf or, whoever. I'm 53, so for me it's Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. But I don't know if you're like 20, who the people like at age 20. But this guy is not that. Whoever that is.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice to you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop.
Alright, this is how everybody else sees you.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
That guy's been raping you since... That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
So, Mr. Alzheimer's, that we have to say the same thing over and over, and you still don't get it. Is it help if we play it twice? Women don't like that shit. You're a turnoff. Women like men who work hard and have something interesting to talk about, and who can be normal and chivalrous, and don't create problems, but do help fix them when they happen, when they just happen. Sometimes tires just go flat. Nobody made it go flat, it just happens. If you're the guy that comes along and helps, you're the chivalrous, yeah, you're the hero. Okay, but you make the tire flat, and then come along pretending to fix it, sorry, you're still the villain. You cause financial duress intentionally. Interference with contracts and commerce. Interference with grand larceny with intent to coerce. Interference with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce. I'm going to cause a problem, then she'll call me. And then I'll pretend I'm a hero. You're not a hero. You're just a jackass. It's too stupid to figure out, yep, that ain't it. That's not how you, have you not heard, there's a reason they write the book, How to Be Nice to People, so they don't want to hit you in the face with a brick. Because people don't like it when you're an asshole. And you can't even get cooperation when you act like that. Man's kindness brings blessings. His cruelty will be his downfall. You're one cruel, sick son of a bitch. We're tired of dealing with it. All this here, sir. I'm gonna arrange a false arrest. You're a Jenga game, by the way, not Weeble Wobbles. You guys really are delusional. Right? Because every time you push and pull at me, I'm the Jenga piece. Your whole thing gets wobbly. It starts to crumble, doesn't it? Your whole criminal organization. You guys raking in millions while you starve us to death because you're all sex sadists. It's a dysfunction. It's a mental illness. Sadism. It's not what everybody, Here's a little clue for you. If you want to figure out if you're doing something that people will tolerate in a civilized society, it's something that would be legal. If it's illegal, that means this civilized society said, yeah, and we're not putting up with that. You do that, you go to jail. You starve a dog, you neglect a dog, you go to jail. You starve women and children, you exploit them, you go to jail. You stalk, hack, and peep and invade privacy and cross boundaries, you go to jail. When I'm quoting you every day, what do you think we're doing that for? It's not for a date, it's for jail. So you can't hurt people anymore. You know, this right here got to me when you had me illegally detained. When you carried out the threat here. I'm gonna obstruct. You tried to kill me. You tried to murder me. And then you tried to cover it up with a obstruction of justice and destruction of my evidence and perjury. TPD may not be, you know, as astute as we are to be able to spot that. We spotted it immediately. Yeah, it's not hard. Our prosecutor caught it. Our prosecutor caught it immediately. Sometimes they allow you to do something, so they got you. It's like a drug dealer. They, you know, a cop has to actually buy the drugs and shit to make the case for drug sales, doesn't he? It's not a crime unless he actually sells the drugs. It's not a crime unless you actually do it. They let you do it. They let you do it. And guess what? There's other women and kids that you're hurting, other people that you're hurting, that I'll be able to look in the face and go, yeah, I went through shit, but you're okay. So that's good. We're all we're golden. It's golden. We're good. He can't hurt you anymore. He will never hurt you again. You'll never miss another meal. You're not going to be broke again. He won't be around to take your money faster than you can make it. And I know how that feels. He did it to me too. All right. That puzzle is very specific to me, isn't it? You're just a butt-in wannabe, never the wanted one. The reject. Can't keep up. It's not illegal to reject somebody you don't like. It is illegal to stalk, hack, peep, force yourself on somebody who doesn't like you. If you are smart, you'll go find somebody that does. You have wasted 13 years of your life chasing a woman you can never have. For me, you're a job. You're just a job. And nobody's fought your crime better than I have in your life. Nobody else has a Pinto recording. Nobody else has a, yeah, we gave you arsenic text. Nobody else has text like I have from Mickey James. Oh, it might be worth the risk of suspicion like we saw with Gary Condit and Chandra Levy if he kills you. I signed an NDA. I'm watching you behind the scenes. I'm stalking you. I don't know that guy. Nobody else has that. I have that. Nobody else has a McNamara email. Where's the actual recording that goes with that email? Where's the actual recording that goes with that email? Where's the actual recording that goes with that? Where's the actual recordings that go with that? Where's the actual recordings? I mean, you got to disconnect, sir. They go with, you know, when you're trying to kick me out of my house. You carried out a threat. I'll starve her into a lie. Then she'll call me, and then it'll all be happily ever after. She'll take the yellow brick road, and we'll take her to the House of Horror in Houston, fuck with her for a couple weeks, then dip a little something in her, put a little something in her drink, and she's dead. And you're a necrophiliac, aren't you? Yep, like you suspected. Like you suspected. He said, not in my jurisdiction. So, one thing he did, he gave his life, so it wasn't in his jurisdiction, right? He gave his life for me. Didn't he? Because you can't beat somebody's head back and forth so bad. Their head comes off their body, and you don't have anything on you. And you're found in respiratory distress and given Narcan for opioid. How much opioids were in him? Where'd they come from? How much arsenic was in me? Where'd it come from? See, we didn't get tested and all that to be able to make those determinations. And now his attorney's asking, how did she know my legal argument that isn't even plausible before I made it? Because she texted me and said it's not plausible. Because you're being investigated. They heard Joe talking about it. Who has those actual recordings? Nobody else has that. I have that. You need to remember who it is you're talking to when you threaten to get me. Whatever bills I can't pay, it's not because I don't want to. It's because you're making sure I can't. Thinking I'll call you. Yep, you're just a fucking criminal. You're just a fucking low-life criminal, bitch. You're not man enough for me. You're all girled up. Whiny. Everybody else moves on when rejected, and you seem unable to keep up with the rest of us. Yep, and we have to repeat ourselves. See, where's the injury? You hurt this man, sir. I'm not okay with that. I intend to kick your criminal ass like has never been done before. Even if I have to sleep in my car. If I said that. I said I'll do it. I will sleep in my car, but I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to contribute to your crime. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. It's about relieving suffering caused by crime, whether you're a cop or not. Power is in service. By the way, our shrink is like every time he makes a threat to you, specific threat, and then carries it out, and you've already said, we've told you, here's what he's talking, we recorded him talking about doing all day long. So, when he does it, then he gives you a lot of credibility, and then guess where people's minds go first? Kind of like the guy that said, when I said, I'm going to look at Mike's case, watch, she'll find every mistake he's ever made. She'll find every mistake they made. Watch this girl. She'll find every mistake they made. Because I've done very consistent. This person knew my habits, knows the way I think, knows the way I do things, and knew exactly his mind. That's the first place his mind went to. She'll Sherlock that bitch. Watch her. And I did. They're not going to get away with it. And you're not. Just because you haven't been handcuffed and put in the back of a patrol car yet, doesn't mean you won't. And there's a disconnect in your mind when I'm quoting you every fucking day, and you haven't figured that out yet. Do you have Huntington's disease? You got something wrong with you. Because it's like the way that you act, it's like you have no idea what I just said. You never respond like you understood what was just said to you. It's embarrassing. It really is. So, you're hurting this man, and you're hurting his boy, and you're hurting his wife. And I said it in March 2020. It wasn't out till May. You hurt this man. What if the death penalty meant you had to die the way you made him die, and somebody just kicked you in the head and kicked you in the head until it came off your body? And maybe for 45 minutes, that roaring sound, nobody can explain what the hell that was. Maybe that was him dying. Maybe it took 45 minutes for him to die. Maybe you die that way too. What would happen if that's how the death penalty was done? And it wasn't just, oh, we'll give you a nice little, concoction, and you go to sleep and just don't wake up. Nice and peaceful. That's a big thing in Texas, the death penalty, isn't it? Where you live. What if you had to die like you made him die? He died for me because he was worried you were going to kill me and then try to have sex with my dead body. Because nobody will have sex with you any other way. You're a weirdo. You got some mommy problems. And instead of going to a doctor and getting help and doing what everybody else does, let me find something good to do with this. Let me find somebody I can help to do with this. There's probably someone who's been through what I've been through. Let me go, let's work through it together and let's overcome it. Let's be victors, not victims. Let's not use it as an excuse to hurt people and fail. Our kids, all the women that you've ruined, all of our kids could do the same thing. Use it as an excuse to fail. My kids aren't. My oldest son is a sales executive for Hewlett-Packard. My youngest son just graduated college in Los Angeles. And he just got his first job. They are not failures. They're good boys. They're good boys. And they could use it as an excuse, all the stuff you've put us through, to fail. And they have not done that. And I'm very proud of them for that. These are people you hurt. And so, when I'm sleeping in my car, when I'm going through hell, when I'm struggling, this is who I'm thinking of. This guy, it's worth it. He gave his life for me. It's the least I can do for him. Sleep in my car. If that'll get this guy home. If this will get him home. Because you can't beat someone so bad. Back and forth, their head comes off their body, and they die for 45 minutes, making some strange roaring sound or something while they're dying. And you can't look like that if you've done that kind of crime. And I hate you for what you've done to them. I hate you for it. Everyone does. We don't have problems getting information, you do. And that's why. So you want to ruin my finances, and everybody knows you ruined my finances. You're the cause. And everybody hates you for it. For causing the suffering you're causing, all of you. And we don't have a problem getting information, you do. So you call all you want. Is it you? Are you stopping? You're making me a fucking legend. Thank you. And the rest of you, our shrink is happy to examine you to find out what mental illness you have that allows you to sit around on your fat, lazy asses all day long if you're trying to figure out how to make me fail and ruin someone's life. If you're in law enforcement, please get out of it. Power is in service. Every time he carries out a threat, Cynthia, he gives away his power. He gives it right to you. Because you're building credibility with all the I told you so's. Because we say it before. We get the information from him, we give it to you. And then you say it before. And then when he carries out the threat anyway, knowing you already know. Then he looks like the lying, cheating piece of trash that he is. And you look like, well, she did say that makes you more credible. Guess where people's minds goes first? If you want to trust somebody, trust her. Because she's been proven out over and over and over again. And this guy has been proven to be a monster over and over and over. They're going to trust you and not him. He gave his power right to you. You wanted to know who are the other victims? Well, yeah. Which ones are talking? No injuries in that arrest report. These are the men you hurt. And you hurt them bad. And you hurt their families bad, and they won't get over it, ever. And you don't get to do that. So when you threaten me, Mr. Perry, there's a disconnect for you. And when I'm quoting you every day, and when we get a Fabian puzzle to me in jail, and you don't know what else was in that, or what any of it meant, then when I say you're going to jail for what you're doing, you're not getting away with it this time, and you actually think that, you look like a delusional wackadoo. Like, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't even have words for that. So, this little bullshit right here pisses everybody off. This is my text to Gene. Your argument's not plausible. And he's like, how'd you know what I was going to argue? I hadn't done it yet. Hunker down. There's the death threats. You guys were trying to kill me. I didn't get a blood test because you made sure I didn't. Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513 prohibits all the stuff you've done to me. All of it. Retaliating. That's what this is. That's retaliation right there. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts and commerce. Buying and selling of anything at all with intent to coerce. You took everything I own and fine. You know, for Lucky and his family and the legacy, you have to file a police report, dumbass. You knew that because my first protective order was denied because I didn't. Every time you prove me out, you give me your power because now I have credibility and you don't. It's so easy, it's not even fair. You've got a disconnect in your head. Anybody can look at all this stuff. They didn't call me till after my arrest. That's obstruction of justice. Right there. Our prosecutor caught it. What's wrong with TPD? You can't catch stuff like this. Could have saved Lucky's life. Could have saved his life. We just need you to lie. We put you under extreme duress. Now we need you to lie. And I'm like, I'm not going to lie, but I'll stay quiet if Mr. Perry never fucking contacts me again. So the first 3 times, Mr. Perry, I didn't ask for money from you. First, I told Ben I'll sign an NDA, but he has to leave me the fuck alone and I never hear from him again. And you said no. And then I sought a protective order. All I wanted was the protective order. I didn't ask for money. Just judge, make him leave me alone. But I forgot my police report. You have to have it. According to the fucking, law. You gotta have it. And so I filed the police report after getting texts of, yeah, I'm giving you arsenic. And then I'm arrested just a few days later. Carried out the McNamara email threat. Extreme duress. They don't call me till the 15th. Well, everybody who watches CSI Las Vegas knows it's important that you protect the integrity of the evidence. Blood evidence, like arsenic poisoning, and you didn't. You made sure there was no test, because you knew you were poisoning me, because if you didn't poison me, you'd have made sure there was a blood test to show that. And you'd have had a big drama queen press conference. See, she lied. But you knew you poisoned me. You knew how the test would come out, so you made sure there was not one. And you pretty much did the same thing to Mike Neely. He wasn't tested till after he got to the hospital. Well, by then he's come to. By then he's got Narcan. By then the chemical composition of his blood has completely changed. There's the same. We can spot patterns, can't you? It's different when you do this shit to me, but it's the same every time you do it. And I have to repeat myself over and over and over, and all you little fucktardy hillbillies don't get it. I don't even know what to say. I say it once. You gotta keep up with me. I'm not slowing down for you. I don't have puppets and crayons and all that shit. This was before. False arrest and death. Not gonna make him not a stalker. It's gonna make him a stalker. That's exactly what Dr. Russell said. It was a stalking escalation. It was a stalking escalation. All I want is for him to leave me the fuck alone. These guys that got that to me is very specific to me. Very specific to me. We're doing stuff nobody's done before. We're happy to do it. Now, if that means I gotta sleep in my car, so that at the end of the day, I make my granddad proud. That anybody that knows me know that everything about me is about that. His legacy. He had adversity. I watched what he went through. I saw the look on his face. I saw the stress. I saw the newspaper articles. He was smeared. But guess whose name is on the front door of the police department where he served? His. To this day. He's the hero. He didn't cause the problem, but he fixed it. That's what heroes do. We don't cause problems, but we'll fix it. And that might mean we got to go through shit, and we're willing to do it. And at the end of the day, we'll be the hero, and you're the villain, and you just, you know, blew an opportunity to have something to give to your children that they'll be proud of. And I can't do that. I can't. But it goes against all of my DNA. It's who I am. It's what I do. It's what I breathe, live. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. Nice to meet you, criminal. Expect your life to change. Expect your crime to get all fucked up. Expect it. Write it down. Take it to Vegas and bet on it. Nobody's done anything to you. You're picking the fight. I moved twice. I left 9 years ago to get away from you. And all you had to do is leave me the fuck alone. And the more you don't, the more we get. It is so easy, it is not fair. So when I quote you, you asked for it. Okay? You cause a problem for me. We're going to use it against you in your criminal case. Just like that. Okay? Everybody else, you do what you do. I mean, I've made my choice. I'm not changing my mind. And because I don't change my mind, and because I've gone through crap, and because Mr. Perry can't seem to control himself, we got Geppetto's name, we got Calvin's name, we got a whole lot of crap, don't we? We found out Mike was drugged. All you had to do is leave me the fuck alone. That's what I asked for. That's what these bond... You know, like you said about these bond conditions, Mr. Perry? I've seen bond conditions before. That's not what this is. This is a cover-up negotiation. Mr. Perry admitted he's stalking and agreed to leave her the fuck alone. So why isn't he? Can't control himself. He's mentally deranged. So whenever you guys cause me a problem, please understand, you're causing everyone else deep disgust. You're disturbing. Everybody's wildly uncomfortable with what you're putting me and Mike through. Wildly uncomfortable with what you're putting us through. Charles, there are people that complain when you walk in the room, the hair on the back of their neck stands on you, and you creep them out that mad. Now, leave everybody alone. Stop bothering me. Get off your ass and go work. Go be normal. And then, when they're ready to arrest you, they'll arrest you. And get rid of the disconnect in your head. You need a better attorney. Use allegedly. Apply the but-for legal standard. The reasonable, prudent individual standard. And I assert all constitutional rights, including equal protection against gender discrimination. Misogyny. I got more money to buy a lie. All of that. Okay? And Title 18 of the United States Code 1512, 1512 and 1513 prohibits every fucking thing you're doing to me. Now that's not all. That's one section of that law that you're breaking. You are to get the fuck out of my life or my guys will do it for you. They already are. They already are. If your delusion is making everybody laugh at you, Mr. Perry, it's making people laugh at you. We quote you every day, and you act like you have no fucking idea what that means. We've done it every day for 7 years. People are going, well, is it Alzheimer's? Do you have Huntington's disease? It makes you paranoid and delusional. Okay, so y'all do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. And don't sit around and worry about me. Help. Or get the fuck out of the way. Mind your own business. Alright? It's really just like that. It really irritates the hell out of me. I appreciate people worrying about me, but do something. Get off your ass and do something. Make a difference in the world. Leave a legacy for your people. Everyone can talk. Be a go-to guy. Or shut up.